Today, we're finally getting to our gas tank problem on our Suburban. The gas gauge doesn't work, and we gotta pull the tank to figure that out. Come along with us as we once again rip into our Suburban and start tearing stuff apart. So, in my great wisdom when we brought this truck home, I believe the gas gauge didn't work. It's pegged on full. And I had no idea how much gas was in it, so I thought, let's stop at the gas station and see if it's empty. Well, I ended up filling the tank completely, which in retrospect was just stupid. Now we gotta drop the tank to do the fuel sender, and it's full of gas. So we're gonna pump that out somehow. I don't know. Got a bunch of gas cans back here. I'm gonna put it in, and so anyway, we're gonna get going on that. Well, the vacuum sucker was working, but I really feel like sitting here all day changing out vacuum canisters, which if you've ever done it before, you'll quickly find out is annoying. So, you know, we did the stuck it in. Well, I didn't, but I hate the taste of gas. I'm a wimp. Anyway, we got it suctioning into the can, and we'll just switch cans when we need to. So, you know, now we just gotta wait all day for the tank to drain. Yippee! In preparation for our gas tank removal, we pulled the trailer hitch off of here because, well, I'll show you why, and we're not going to put it back on. Let's take a look over here at the hitch we pulled off, and it's pretty much welded together with rust, but yeah, it's a little bit holy. I got some problems going on there, you know, and well, it's a lot weaker than it used to be, but the hitch here is just kind of just rust welded right into the receiver, and the pin is as well, so it's not worth the time to salvage that. So it's going to make pulling the gas tank a lot easier since we don't have to work around it, and it either needs a new hitch or no hitch at all. We'll probably just leave the hitch off. This thing doesn't have a towing package on it, so we're gonna pull all this stuff off for the gas tank, and we're gonna drop the tank down, and it's just two straps underneath, and we'll pull it out and take a look at the sender and everything we got in there. So here's some of that trailer hitch wiring that was so wonderful. We pulled off the rest of it, but we'll fix this later. For now, we're just gonna kind of stuff it out of the way there, but here's our gas tank we're taking off. Appears to be in halfway decent shape. We just got to get up there to the front, loosen those straps, and we'll loosen the pipe. You can see it there. Well, we'll loosen the fill pipe and just kind of lower her down. We did drain. Well, we drained a good bit of gas out of this, but it still has some gas in it, so it's gonna have some weight. So we're just gonna balance it really careful and lower her down and scoot her out. Oh, that's a nice hole in the exhaust pipe there. Guess we'll have to fix that at some point. Looks like somebody clamped on a new end there, but we'll take care of that. Add that to the list. So we took out all of the fasteners here. There's 3 bolts that hold the plastic surround to the fuel fill, and there's 3 Phillips head screws that hold the plastic surround to the body. You don't have to take these out, which I'll show you in a minute, but the reason I took them out is because I don't want to break any of this, and if it's loose, it can just move around in there. Let's go underneath, and you can see the metal fill tube and the vent come down. Here's the metal fill tube, here's the vent, and they go into rubber lines there, which go over the frame. I'm going to take this hose clamp off, and I'm going to take this spring clamp off, and as the tank goes down, I'm going to work them out. But I want this stuff to be loose because I don't want to be pulling on that plastic piece or anything, because that's all the metal hooks to up there. I don't want to be yanking on that plastic piece if the tank suddenly drops or moves, because I don't want to break that, because it's factory original and I like it and I want to keep it in one piece. So we're going to loosen these clamps, and then we're just going to try to slide this assembly off and out as we lower the tank, because this goes over the frame here, over the top of the frame, and it has to kind of go down and out as we drop the tank. So next step is to loosen the 2 bolts up there, these 2 clamps, and then we can start to lower it. So the tank is dropped down here, and the fill tube is taken out, as you can see, so we don't break anything. So it's just sitting here on the braided fuel hoses and the electrical connections. So we're going to disconnect all that. We're going to slide the tank out, and then we'll check it out. From the outside it looks to be in pretty good shape, but we will see. Gas tank is out. As you can see, the electrical connection comes unplugged up by the frame. The ground is hooked to a screw on top of the frame on the driver's side. And then you just take off these 2 braided lines. And this one, well, it looks like there might have been a little bit of mouse activity there, so it kind of self-disconnected. So next step is to disengage this locking ring that GM uses to hold these in, and then we can lift the fuel assembly up and out. But first we're gonna clean this off a little bit so we don't get too much junk down inside the tank. So we've mostly drained the tank of fuel, and we removed the pump and sender assembly, which is right over here. And if you'll notice, there's a little something missing on the sender. You know, the float's gone, so looks like that broke off. So we're gonna have to fish down in there around in the tank and see if we can find it. Oh, I think I see it. Ah, there she is. Okay, we got a loose float. So yeah, that plastic it's weakened and busted. So unfortunately, I mean, we could jury rig that, but I don't want to, because if your jury rig fails and you got to redo the thing. So I guess we need a new assembly, and you can't just buy that part, of course. So, you know, even though this assembly is perfectly good and the pump's clean, and even the fuel sock is pretty clean, although it has a little bit of a hole in it there. Yeah, so we're gonna replace that unit and put a new one in and clean the tank, and that'll be pretty much it. And we'll put her back in. Hopefully that'll fix the problem. That was the reason our fuel was stuck on fuel full, I assume, because this was all the way up when I took it out, except without the float on it. So yeah, actually it goes in like this, of course. And they may have, this may be a new pump, and they may have they were twisting it around to get it in, because you kind of gotta go around and down and until you run on the ground and the edge of town and downtown Pagosa Springs. Never mind. Anyway, you kind of got to twist it down in around there to get it in, and if you do that wrong, you can snap the float off the plastic bit there. So I don't know, zip tie maybe, I'm not sure. We'll have to take a look at that. At any rate, we're going to clean it up, and we definitely need a new fuel sock, and I don't know if that's replaceable, so we'll take a look. Well, the tank's ready to go back in. We had temporarily taped off our connections here because it was sitting while we did some other things. So we're gonna scoot her up under and take the tape off and put everything back together again. Pull it back towards you a hair. Okay, great. there. Good. For a few more pumps. Give her a few. Come on. Wait. Fuel resistance. And get another pump as I jiggle it. Okay, well, a little more. Okay. Left-handed. Well, that's things of joy and fun. You can put the jack out, or you can lower the jack and then pull it. And pull that whole thing out. Feel it. Suppose you could pull me out. All right, let's see what we got on the gas gauge. Oh, good. Gas gauge goes to the proper reading because it's almost empty, so we're good there. The tank is back up in. Straps are bolted in, and just gotta put a few screws here together, and all the clamps are on underneath and all the electrical connections, and so that'll wrap this one up, I think, once we get those in. That'll conclude the gas tank portion of this adventure on our Suburban here. If you want to see more, we've got a playlist going on this vehicle, and we've got some other vehicles and things that we've been working on our channel. And if you want to see those, feel free to subscribe, like, comment. We always appreciate it, and we like to know what you think about what we're doing, and tell us if we're doing a good job or not. And of course, if you feel like it, always subscribe. It helps us, it helps the channel, and
Thanks for following along here, and we'll see you next time.